Good day out there, fellers and fellettes. Let's talk toys. Like toys. This kind of toys. Toy trucky toys. So I've been hoping to trick my kids into liking radio-controlled stuff for a while. So I used to be into it a lot, and the availability and quality of stuff has changed a whole ton since I was little. Even since I was a young adult doing this stuff. I used to race 10th scale electric truck somewhat competitively, and so on and so forth, and it brought me a lot of joy, and it taught me a lot of mechanical skills and some driving stuff. So I thought the kids should maybe like to get into it. Plus, it's hella fun. So I did a bunch of research. Do your own research. And I found that this Haiboxing 16889 or HBX 16889 came pretty highly recommended as a tough, like fun, cheap, bashing, just throwing around kind of truck. Let's find out what is in the fun box. That's what really matters. So let's get this thing open. So there's a truck. This is what it looks like. It's a Haiboxing 88 whatever 16889. This has actually been run a couple of times, but it was in the snow, like packed full of snow. So it looks pretty clean. It's really nice. Comes with these super accessible body clips with the big handle on them. It's great for fumbling around in the cold, or if you're old and stupid like me. Lexan type body, awesome, tough and light. Central motor, metal center shaft here, pinion and spurs back here, differentials front and rear, fully independent suspension, combo ESC receiver, which is okay at this price point. It's fine. Little teensy servo is hiding in there, but it is a 3-wire, which means it can be upgraded to normal hobby grade stuff. And this is a 390 size motor, which is a hobby grade for this size of truck. Here's a couple of really smart things. It's all plastic. Plastic is bouncy instead of bendy and breaky. Look at these bumper mounts. They have a giant shock absorber built into them. See that? How smart is that? Very smart. And all these plastic parts have flex. So they flex instead of break. One detractor, as you can see here, no oil shocks, so just friction dampers, so it's just a boingy ride. It's got warnings and crap. Steering trim, on off, steering reverse, and the dual rate for the speed, which is really awesome. So you can dial it way down to beginner speed or all the way up to full chat. And at full chat, these things are a handful. Like a lot of the time I have to turn them down. Even as an RC driver with some experience, if you're in a tight area, or if it's really slippery, you might want to turn it down. Like in the snow, we had them turned down a little bit. Just all they would do is like furious tornado donuts all the time if you had it turned all the way up, which is a fault of the heavy finger on the go trigger, of course. Also in the box, so there's one battery in the truck. This particular set, this option model, whatever, came with two batteries, two LiPo batteries, 1000 milliamp, 2-cell, so 7.4 volt. They like good 15 minutes per run per battery, depending on how bad you flog it. Extra body clips and a little USB charger thing. I'm not using those. I have a different charger I'm using, but by all accounts that does work. But you're looking at a couple of hours probably to charge a battery on it. That's okay. Here's what it is. Get two batteries charged up like through the evening or on bad weather days, and you have, you know, half an hour or more of run time to play with, which is awesome. Comes with some decals for the body. We haven't gotten into those yet. Some instructions which are, you know, okay enough. Tell you a few things about it, so on and so forth. It does have some of that cute instruction drawing stuff like the old Tamiya stuff used to have. Like do this, don't do that type stuff. And yeah, so really cool. 109 Canadian pesos on the Jungle website. Super good fun for the value. Oil shocks are probably a good upgrade. There's a Pro, there are two other versions of the truck. There's a 16889A, which is brushless, so faster, but everything else the same. And the A Pro, which is the brushless motor and metal drive shafts and oil shocks. And they're pretty quick with just the brush motor. I think the oil shocks are like the only super necessary upgrade, in my opinion. That said, I may or may not have found a deal on a brushless one, so we'll find out when that gets here. And now, let's have a look at some driving footage, local skate parks, wet field, that kind of stuff. And you'll note most of the time, I don't know if I mentioned it in the live footage or not, most of the time, except in the wide open field, I have the throttle dialed back just for controllability and because the skate parks are tight, small areas. And then at the very end, there's a shot of our 8-year-old giving it a go in the skate bowl, which is super cool. He's got very little experience. He's run his HBX truck like twice, and a couple other RC trucks once or twice, and that's about his entire experience. So he's having a great time. Just turn the throttle down, let it rip, the thing will bounce and ask for more. It's fantastic. So check these out. Here's the little HBX 16889er. Pretty quick. Wow, that's nowhere near full power though. Oh my goodness. That's not even drivable, man. That's like beyond drivable. I'm going to turn it down. I have the little dial here. So steering trim, throttle, dual rate, so you can dial your throttle up and down. I'll put her about half. Oops. This thing is stupid. Oh, man down. Woo! Slippery. Get the tires wet, that'll help. Woo! Just landed that by a hair. And didn't land that by a hair. Alright, let's try some speed, I guess. I'll get around the bases in a hurry. Yeehaw! See, it suffers on the rougher ground because it's little. But geez, it's like it's like piloting a skipping stone. Woo! It just throws it. It's crazy.